Then those kind of questions will be asked repeatedly, and it is also easier for us to learn research aptitude. So then we will see the basics of research aptitude. Okay, so we have different meaning and different definitions, but I have taken some uh, basics terms only. Okay, it means that re and research. By large, re signifies again and search signifies discover. As indicated by Creswell, research is a procedure of steps used to gather and analyze information to increase our understanding of a particular topic or issue. And also, we can say that it is a scientific research is a scientific structured approach to find new things or to apply new things. We have types. These are basics definitions. I wouldn't say that this is the best definition, but there are many definition points. In short, research is an asymptote of the following that defines its essence: rational way of thinking, expert and exhaustive treatment, search and solution, search and solution, and then exactness, analysis, relationship of facts, critical observation, careful planning, constructive attitude, honesty, and hard work. Also, ethics during research is also needs to be understood. So the objectives of research include investigate some existing situation or problem, build or make another method or framework, generate new knowledge, to explore and analyze more general ideas, to offer a solution to a problem, review and synthesize the existing knowledge. So the characteristics include objectivity, reliability, validity, accuracy, credibility, generalizability, empirical research, systematic research, controlled factors, cyclical. This research is cyclical. It is logical and replicable. We'll see each one. Objectivity, it means research with no inclination. Scientists has a role to avoid the potential risk that outcomes are not influenced by their own quality, content, and frame of mind. They critically examine the research method to avoid any bias. So here, inclination means that um, in beforehand we make like in beforehand we make uh, like um, can I say that word? I couldn't find the word here. Justification. Yes, maybe justification beforehand. So we find that it is true. So we believe that something is true. So we we change the course of direction of research. So that will lead us to bias. So there should be no bias, or there should be no prejudice. There should be no prejudice like that. So it can be it means the research with no inclination. We shouldn't have any prejudice. So that would be the best one, best characteristics, and then reliability. Reliability means trust here. Reliability means trust here. With regards to search is consistency. It alludes to the degree to which an examination produces predictable outcome. It can also be termed as verifiability. If any research yields similar results each time, then it is undertaken with similar population in the given context and with similar procedure. It terms to be verifiability. So, here reliability means trust. Okay, for example, if there is a science, if there is a science experiment and we need results for science experiment, that experiment would go undergo many verifications. We have many organizations or many regulations, rules to be followed by researchers. And for example, um, someone someone would say that they can மூலிகை petrol, like herbal petrol. They claims that they have herbal petrol, but it is not reliable because it doesn't went under uh, monitor, when it doesn't produce the same results. It is not uh, experimented in actual environment. So we couldn't say that it is reliable. It is reliable means it should be verified in actual environment, and it should be tested with similar procedures and with various with similar population, and also at the each time, every time it should produce the same result. So it should be reliable. Validity, it mainly stands for accuracy of procedures, research instruments, tests. The idea of legitimacy can likewise be comprehended by suggesting a conversation starter. Are we estimating or ready to quantify what we initially proposed to launch? It means that here accuracy of procedures, data collection, how data collected, processed, and also instruments of the research. How much reliable the instrument, test, how much reliable the test, how much the test cases, how the test cases are built. So we have different types of validity. Internal validity, a researcher is able to establish a better causal relationship between two or more variables. Here we can say independent variable, dependent variable. Okay. So then external validity means external factors that can affect the study must be controlled. So we can say external variables. Okay. Independent variable is controlled by dependent variable is controlled by independent variable, and this should be this dependent variable can only be affected by independent variable, but if there is an external variable, it should be removed. Okay. Then phase validity. By valid, we mean that survey and questionnaire accurately measures what they are supposed to measure. This can be true. For example, if the interviewer is biased, the same questionnaire can be interpreted differently. Or if the uh, if the survey, if the participant of the survey who is filling the questionnaire should know what the question is actually given, in what context the question is actually given. So that would be phase validity. Then content validity. The indicator measures all aspects of the concept and not just part of it. So the indicator here means that uh, we have variables, we have dependencies. Uh, so, like, if the result, if the producing of results should like a table or a diagram or anything that shows results should involve all aspects of the research, all aspects of the research, all views of the research. That's content validity. Then criterion validity. The indicator corresponds with and is predictive of measurements using related indicators. And then construct value. Indicator measures the construct in a manner that is convergent with other measures in terms of direction. Accuracy. It is firmly identified with legitimacy. It is likewise how much research procedures, instruments, and device are identified with one. Precision additionally measures whether the exploration apparatuses have been chosen in the most ideal way and research methodologies to the examination issue are not. Then credibility, utilization of best wellspring of data and best techniques in exploration. The utilization of optimal information spares time and decreases cost. Be that as it may, the over-the-top dependence on auxiliary information when the alternative of essential information is accessible involves the danger of diminishing the validity of exploration. Hence, it has to be a trade-off between primary and secondary data. Here, we can say that primary data collected by us from reliable sources. Reliable sources are from actual environment. Like we say that in during during Smart Me Hackathon, I seen that uh, there was a there are some students showing data source. They are saying that this is the actual data source, but they collected the data who never worked in that industry, who never went inside the industry. This is actually like a group of friends just filled the form normally. So if that's they call it as primary data, but it is not primary data, even though it is collected by them. But the participants, the data provided by the participants is not credible. And then secondary data from newspaper, we can say that from newspaper or online sources, uh, previous history data that could change. You can see some students have used previous history data from 2000s. Yeah, so from 2000s, the data is given in the solution, but we are in 2024. So the credibility of the data should be checked. Then generalizability. Okay, generalizability. It is firmly identified with yes, legitimacy. It alludes to how much research discovers can be connected to bigger population. The sample considered is the representative of whole population. So the finding should be also be applicable to the whole population. We have types of populations like random sampling method, the, the ball, uh, then staggered sampling, snowball sampling, many type of methods, which means that if the population sample population should represent all the population. It should if we have a survey like a survey, we should have a male population, female population, children's, educated, illiterate, salary on salary wise we can divide. So religion wise we can divide. So there should be a representation of in sample and empirical research. It is based on real life experience, direct experience, or observations by the researcher. It suggests that examination is connected essentially to at least one part of the genuine circumstance and manages solid information that gives the premises to outer legitimacy to the after effects of the explanation. It is mostly researched with you can with like stories, songs, like that. Mostly related with historical. Systematic. It should be systematic. For an explanation to be powerful, it must be deliberate. It is the main way to deal with embrace any examination work, and each progression must be pursue the order. There are set of procedures that have been tested over a period of time and are thus suitable for use in research. Therefore, each research should follow a definite procedure. Yes, what should be done first? Like formulation of problem formulation, and uh, then we can see that research design, and then data collection. So we have many. It should be systematic, like not just say that we have find. We should be the research should be systematic and controlled factors. There is always one more. There is always more than one factor that affects the outcome of an event. Similarly, in research, various factors may affect the outcome, and some are taken as controlled factors, whereas others are tested for the possible. Yes, controlled factor means like external factors. Research is cyclical. Yes, research is a repetitive procedure since it begins with an issue and finishes with an issue. Yes, we have future prospective. We always have some future perspectives. We can refer previous journals, so literature survey. We must conduct literature survey to find the problems, and then we find the solution to the problem, which leads to the problem. Logical. The statement "great research is coherent" infers that examination is guided by the standard of sensible thinking. Yes, enlistment and conclusion are of incredible incentive in research. Be logical. Should be like here, like the outcome, or if I take something as my research problem, it should be logical. It must produce result. I won't I won't take a problem that doesn't provide any logically related solution. The solution must be logical. It should be applicable. It should be applicable in real life. Okay. Replicable. These characteristics allow the results of the research to be confirmed by the repeating the study, and after that building a sound basis of making decisions. So we will see, yes, we have many to in research aptitude. We have almost covered everything. We have in notes. We have covered everything. We must move fast forward in order to complete research aptitude. Tomorrow onwards, we will have question sessions during classes. So that would make learning interactive and learning interesting. So we can join again at 8 p.m. for paper 2. For today, we will start with paper 2.